Is Deltona, Florida really so bad? In fact, you've probably heard me complain about all the reasons not to move to Deltona, Florida. However, today I'm going to be taking just a few minutes and share 5 points to more objectively share the question, is Deltona really a good place to live? Then at the end, I'll be addressing one controversial topic that just might surprise you, so be sure to stick around for that one. I'm confident that I'm going to get plenty of flack for this, so if you're watching this video just screaming at your phone or whatever, hey, slow down, breathe, calm yourself, and put your reasons why Deltona is not a good place to live in the comment section below. Who knows, maybe it'll be good therapy. If this is the first video of mine that you've seen and you do want to know the reasons why Deltona may not be a good place to live, check out one of the links that I'm going to leave towards the end of this video. The first reason, while I'll argue that Deltona is a good place to live, is the location. Now, depending on where you are in Deltona, you may be just 20 or 25 minutes from the heart of Orlando. Yes, that is without traffic, but we've now got express lanes that start in Longwood, and they'll carry you all the way in. There's also now a beltway around Orlando. So if you're commuting to Orlando, Deltona is really a pretty good option. You can have your toes in the sand in Daytona or New Smyrna beaches in just 30 minutes. Well, what about those theme parks? You know, Disney, Universal, SeaWorld, and all those water parks? Well, they're just 45 minutes out. I'll be going a bit deeper on a variation of Deltona's location here in a bit, so hang with me. People fly here from all over the world to see this stuff, and it's right here in our backyard. If the first law of real estate is location, location, and location, then maybe Deltona is a good place to live. Next, let's look at the cost of a home here in Deltona. Now, in an effort to provide consistent data, I'm going to be looking at the median sale price for the last full month of residential home sales. Deltona's median sale price was around $319,000. Let's compare that to DeBary, Deltona's neighbor right across from I-4 from Deltona, where the median home price was $406,000. Now, DeLand, Deltona's big brother north of Deltona, comes in at $352,000, and Orlando, where so many people are moving here from, came in at over $375,000. So the data here is pretty clear. Homes are less expensive in Deltona. In fact, as I record this today, there are currently 4 3-bedroom homes either on the market or under contract for under $250,000. Another factor related to the cost of a home is the cost of a homeowners association. If you're considering moving to Deltona, this might be good news, as most of the homes in Deltona have no homeowners association fees whatsoever. If you think this data is useful, hit that like button so that I can know it's useful to you. If you'd like more information about any of Orlando's suburbs, then hit that subscribe button and click that little notification bell. That way you'll be notified whenever I post other videos just like this. But Chuck, you said yourself that there's nothing to do in Deltona. Well, that is true. Although Deltona does have an amazing park system, there really isn't much to do in Deltona. However, remember that location thing I spoke about earlier? Well, Deltona is super close to all sorts of things. Deltona's border down on the south side is Lake Monroe, which is the St. Johns River, and that flows all the way up to the Atlantic Ocean up around Jacksonville. Let me ask you this. Consider everything that you do right now, work, play, etc. Do you do all of that in your current city? Well, I'm guessing that there are a few of you that probably will say yes, but the majority of you don't. You'll head to a neighbor city for some of this stuff. If you're in this latter group like me, then Deltona might just be a good place to live. Yes, but Deltona's riddled with crime, and these homes are in the slums, right? Well, I don't really know if that's the case at all. The feel of Deltona is really quite consistent. When you've seen a little of it, you've pretty much seen all of it. Maybe Google an address and take a little jump down the road on their street view and decide for yourself. It's a pretty easy tool, and I use it all the time. There are all sorts of websites that can provide data on the crime rate right here in Deltona, but I can tell you this. There are some areas right here adjacent to Deltona that I wouldn't feel safe walking in during the middle of the day, but I cannot think of a single area here in Deltona where I wouldn't feel safe walking well after dark. There are all sorts of websites here that can quantify this to say all sorts of different things. But for me and my family, Deltona feels just fine. If you're thinking of moving to Deltona, do your research and check out that data. If you're thinking on buying or selling a home, simply give us a call. Deltona is just a nice place to live. It's sort of an all-American city. There's a feeling of community here, there's diversity, there's access to healthcare and entertainment, and I could go on and on. If I were starting over and I were moving to Florida from out of state, Deltona would certainly be among my top considerations as a place to move to. Yes, it's got its haters, but sometimes I think we all just want to have something to complain about. But I really think Deltona gotten a bad rap in the past. Here are the links that I promised you earlier. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon.